Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Wind Waker. And last time we met with Prince, and he was not really happy, but now we're going to meet with Medley and find out what you want us to talk about.
Yeah, the prince was kind of a jerk.
I mean,
Bird.
our main goal is to get the Din's Pearl, and unfortunately he won't give it to us.
We could just kill him. We have a
He
sword.
could just kill him.
I mean, we wouldn't have to go through this whole Dragon Roost dungeon thing if we did just kill them and took it.
Yeah, but this isn't Fable, though.
That's true. You could do that in Fable. Not in this game.
Yeah, that's why I love it so much.
Anyway, spring, but the Prince wouldn't let us through, but Medley has the desire to actually climb up the mountain, to call Valoo, because she is Valoo's attendant, and Princess Kamali's grandmother was the former attendant, but she's dead.
Yep. That's...
And I think I know why. Look at her tunic. It has a radioactive symbol on it.
Actually, I think that's the Zora Sapphire from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I think it is. Actually.
Don't touch it.
It's just being crazy.
But don't touch it, it could be radioactive.
That's how they get beaks and wings.
No, they get wings from the Valoo's scales. The beaks are just...
The scale is just more radioactive material. It's nuclear waste.
But yeah, now we have to help her up there because she's technically supposed to not go up there. We're supposed to wait for the chieftain, but she wants to go up there, so we're going to help her by giving her a boost.
Use the boost! You have to wait for the wind to blow the right way, though. Which is annoying, and I didn't really realize that my first time through, but...
Yeah, you have to watch the little sparks because they'll tell you which way the wind's blowing, otherwise Medley will be conked on the head.
Yep.
And it's actually really funny to see her conked on the head too. She's like, why is
She's
everything
like, I can do
blowing?"
this! I can do this! Dead.
I can't.
I can't do it.
So, now we're going to get an item that will help us get up to the mountain as well ourselves.
Clearly.
So we can understand.
Clearly. Like a ladder or some rope.
Or bombs.
I don't think bombs will help us get up there.
Well, technically...
Well,
Unless you could level the mountain to ground.
you could blow up the
Gotcha.
mountain, but we got
A bottle.
a bottle. Yay.
Oh, I got it! We take some soda, some Pop Rocks, put it together, shake it up, and zoom! Right for jetpack.
Coke and Mentos.
Yep, Coke and Mentos. That's what we need.
But yeah, there's always, in every Zelda game, there's always a bottle you get near the beginning that helps you out. Like, in Minish Cap, you need it to climb up Mount Krenel, and in this game, you need it to get up Mount Dragon Roost, or the Dragon Roost Mountain.
Whatever the mountain's called. It doesn't have a name, does it? Just
Yeah, it doesn't really have a name.
Dragon Roost Mountain.
Valoo's Keep.
I don't know, maybe.
And I like how this the bridge is a staircase now.
Would have been a little more
Yeah.
convenient if we got just a ladder or something like that.
Yes, but then we wouldn't get to play with bombs.
That's true. We do get to use bombs now.
No, it's a special crop.
Just use them wisely.
Goron Special Crop. They say that like 50,000 times.
missed.
What?
Okay, but yeah, but this time I'm going to get it for sure.
Okay. Tomorrow for sure. There you go.
And doing that will release the spring again.
Release the spring.
And what does that do? I forget.
Water.
Oh yeah.
Let's just
So now we can swim across.
swim across and climb up to the top.
Now, one thing about swimming I don't think we mentioned yet, actually, is you do have a swim gauge, meaning if you stay in the water too long, you will die. Or drown, rather, not die. And
What? That makes no sense. I mean, you're an island-faring world and something. You would think swimming would be a rather essential thing to.
Well, but then you would have people swimming the entire Great Ocean.
Yeah, I
throughout
think
the
that's
game.
just so like you have to use the King of Our Lions. And also because the game wants to be stupid.
So now you have to throw these bombs into these little vase things.
Clutch.
It's like basketball.
Only not.
Only with bombs. Oh, jeez. In the face.
So yeah, that was a bit of fail.
That was
Just
a
a
very
little bit.
exciting fail.
So now, the second time. Yeah, this one's, I always find a little difficult to get to because of the angle you have to be at a little bit. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it's a little strange, but
That one didn't even look like it went in.
Yeah. But either way, though, we're in the first... Well, not first. Technically it's the second. But
the first real dungeon.
Yeah, the first real dungeon. Dragon Roost Cavern.
Dragons. Hey, look, that one's covered in moss. I wonder if that's special.
I don't know if that means anything.
If-
Of course it does.
If an Eevee touches it while it evolves, But yeah, that's the one thing. The one thing I'll say about Zelda dungeons, and especially like and not so much later on, like later on in dungeons, but like this one, there's almost a lack of music that I don't really like.
Yeah.
Like I wish there was more music in this dungeon.
Well, I think in Link to the Past they had quite a bit of music, and it was actually really good. But the newer like 3D games don't really focus on music that much in the dungeons.
Well, no, I mean, like I know for a fact, like no spoilers, but later dungeons in this game definitely do have great music, and there's. Twilight Princess had some. The Sky City in Twilight Princess was really creepy sounding, though, but it was awesome.
I need to get further in that game. Like, I don't know, I beat the first dungeon, then, like, I don't know, I lost interest when I started exploring the field. What's wrong
The field.
The field is alive with the sound of key.
You got a small key.
Oh, the last thing I remember doing was that shit. It's the part where like you try to get you race that one pig guy, like trying to knock him off his thing, like jousting.
Oh yeah, the jousting on Bridge of Elden. That's a pretty epic point in the game.
Yeah.
You fight that guy so many times though.
He's a big jerk.
Damn it, you spoiled that for me.
I'm sorry. But
oh my god, finally.
Actually, yeah, Majora's Mask also. Yeah, take that back. Majora's Mask probably has the best 3D Zelda dungeon music because all of the dungeons have really great songs, like the Stone Tower.
Yeah.
So that game actually does have great dungeon music. This dungeon though is pretty lackluster in music. It's just.
It's just. Oh.
At least the song isn't censored. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not even like the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time where it was just chanting, but it was awesome chanting.
And then they had to remove it because it was offensive. That game, weirdly enough, that's like one of the few Zelda games that had so many like supposed controversies with like the shield. They had to get rid of a symbol on the or blocks or something because it wasn't that like the moon or like
it was like
some Islamic
some Islamic thing. I mean, I'm not familiar with the religion, so I can't say.
And then Ganon's blood had to be turned to green.
Yep, I have one of the cartridges where its blood's still red though. So, hooray for me!
But yeah, like the crescent moon is like the big symbol identifying Islam, and I guess like some Christians are like, we don't want any Sharia.
And here we have.
But we got a map.
Also, in case you didn't see, we can use water to walk on lava.
Because that's how it works in real life.
Well, it works better than in Mario. You just become Ice Mario and you can walk on top of it.
If anything, you should just melt. But nope. You can just throw water and it will create platforms.
And hello, Chew.
Hello, Chew.
I like the way Chews look in this game as opposed to the way they looked in Majora's Mask. They looked really funky in Majora's Mask.
Yeah, like really weird.
Yeah, it would have been funny if that thing had jumped off and landed straight in the lava. I'm gonna get you!
Death. Now here you can't break these wooden... Actually, yeah. You know how you said you need... there's only one required time for using another item? Here's another time you need to use
oh yeah, that's right. You do need to use it right here. I forgot all about this.
And I think this might be the only other time, but I'm not sure. But for sure you do need to use this to break that.
Right.
And there we can keep going.
Why can't we keep this sword? It's obviously bigger and more powerful than the other one we have.
No. We need to go get that spear from Orca.
Yeah, we need Orca's giant spear. Why don't we have that?
It wouldn't fit in our item bag.
Hey, we've managed to fit the big Goron sword in previous games.
Yeah, but the big Goron sword isn't that big. Still, probably the biggest. Well, I guess it's the biggest
bigger
sword.
Than this thing.
In Oracle of Ages, you need and Seasons, you need to have 2 buttons to use it.
Whatever. We don't need that lame sword anyway.
Yeah, we need more Chew Jelly.
We need Chew Jelly. We'll get a better sword later.
And now, in order to bomb things, because we don't have any bombs, let's throw a rock.
I found that kind of clever. It's really the only time you have to throw a rock at anything.
Yeah.
Because in most Zelda games, it's like, oh, rocks, you know, they probably have like a rupee or a heart. But this actually, you know, makes it a mechanic of sorts. At least in that one instance. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. There's some things this game does that I really like, but I wish they would have used more of it.
Right.
There's a there's a fine line though between you know, it's this whole consistency thing. There's a fine line between making something used too much that it becomes a gimmick, and then not enough that it just seems like, well, that's cool, but it would be nice if we had more of it.
Yeah.
You need to kind of have like a balance,
Because balance is key.
and key equals whole.
I get it.
I get it.
Oh, joy pendant.
Yes, joy pendants. You can find them just in various sections and dungeons, and sometimes treasure chest. There's also a way to get them from enemies, but we won't be able to do that for a little while, actually. But we can, after this dungeon, we can do that.
Yep.
There is a way.
You also
And I missed.
can't go that way just yet.
No, but I'm trying to
Cheat.
burn the wood because that will help me later instead of having to worry about it later. I can just go over there.
Well, it looks like you gotta have
Sounds
to.
like a
Looks like
switch.
you have to worry about it later.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no! I can use the magic of respawning enemies.
The magic of
Whoa,
respawning
weird.
enemies. I thought you were kidding. You really did go back in.
Can you imagine that guy's life just waiting in a pot until someone arrives?
Is anybody here yet? No.
Yet now.
Is anybody here yet now? No. Ah, someone's here! Rah! They'll never expect to find me here. Actually, I like the ones in Forsaken Fortress better because they just they don't break out of the pots. You have to break the pots, and they're just in there.
Yeah. There's one of these here too, actually.
Oh yes, there
One of
is.
the ones
That's
where
right. One of the later rooms.
Okay, now this area, I hate this area.
We're on the nice outside again.
This bridge can be annoying,
Especially if you fall.
especially when you fall. You can also cut the bridge's ropes. Not that you want to, but you could do that.
It would be stupid, but you could.
So you should totally do it.
Totally
Just
do
to be
it.
safe. I regret nothing.
Also, you can hit
Whoa.
enemies
Oh my
like
God.
that.
Oh, bye
You
bye.
can hit enemies off the bridge, and they just die. So that's another way to kill enemies if you're on a tight spot like that. And you hear that annoying
And here we-
moaning, groaning sound?
Yeah, that's a bird.
That's a bird, and they all make that noise, and it's very
I
annoying.
know. It sounds like a cow dying.
It does.
Oh my god, it's a bird!
I want to know who decided that sound effect for those guys. I think they probably are fired from.
They're probably like, let's have old bitchy birds in this game. That make really obnoxious noises.
Oh, are you gonna make it?
Oh,
He made it.
Oh. No.
You were close.
I was close. So here we have this rock, and we'll need obviously a bomb in order to destroy it.
So you gotta
So let's go find one of those.
walk or shimmy along that
Not
ledge, I
walk.
guess.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of these thin ledges. I just noticed that.
Oh, hey, hey.
Oh! Careful, Link.
And a lone bomb up here by itself.
Yep.
The lonely bomb. But now it wants to kill.
What?
Oh. How did that work?
You solved the puzzle, but you're also
So the
dead.
puzzle death. But yeah, that I remember actually. I love it when there's moments in this game where you can actually die while the cutscene's going on. They're hilarious.
Yeah,
When that happens, or when Link is doing something that he shouldn't be while a cutscene is going on.
that's always funny in a Zelda game, or any game for that matter.
Now, there's technically a hole behind this block wall that if you only move a few of them, you can slide behind, but it has rupees, and I have full rupee wallet, so there's no reason to go back there.
Correct.
But there is a secret hole back there. And also there's rats.
Yes, this will actually show off a mechanic. It's
Oh, who's this?
kind of useful if you are in a tight spot in a dungeon, but like if
No, it's kind of dumb, though, because they don't give you anything useful,
if you're out of items or something like that.
I guess. Usually all they do is just give you bait, don't they?
No, they give you potions.
Well, no, what he just said was you feed them bait and they'll give you treasure.
Well, because like when I did this in this dungeon, at least back in the day, and back in the day, past times I played it, and I'll spread bait, and then the rats will eat it. And then at least in this dungeon, all they do is sell you more bait or pears.
So they sold me a red potion in this dungeon. Maybe I was lucky. I don't know.
That's because you suck.
Sometimes they're useful. Most of the time they're not, though. But again, if you find yourself in a really tight spot, you can do that and get compasses.
We got a compass. Unfortunately, this one does not have a tone that dings when there's a key
Yes,
in
this
the
compass does not have a new feature. Which we have to be told about every time we get it.
Yeah.
This compass has a new feature, and it's like you cannot you cannot get through these blocks yet. You had to have a certain item, and if you don't have the item on, you'll constantly be told that message.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal, but it's kind of.
It's just annoying.
And we're outside again.
Yay,
Yay.
outside. With more annoying
Yay.
birds. Nope.
But this one has
Roll into the stairs.
three stair fails.
3 stair fails.
Look
And
at
he's just looking at you. He's like,
I think does this one give me?
No.
Nah, I guess
It's in
not.
the-
But we're almost out of time actually. Oh yeah,
Oh
we
my
did.
God,
You got a
feather.
feather.
Yeah, these actually are important in a side quest, but we won't, or somewhat side quest, but we won't get into that for a little while. But for now, that's all the time we have. So let's grab this key.
we got a key.
Instead of laying eggs,
And-
that bird lays keys.
That must have hurt.
That
But,
And we killed
poor
it.
bird must have been a painful
We'll
bird.
see you next time.
See ya.